Okay guys, we are here at Universal Lighting in Toronto and I have my appointment with Elise. She's actually the owner, but she's absolutely lovely and I love to work with her, so I meet with her all the time when I come here. This project actually has quite a bit going on and we have a lot of light fixtures to choose. So I'm really glad that you're here to join us because we're about to transform a house from being really dated and really ugly and turning it into something absolutely fabulous and out of a magazine. So let's go and see what's in store for us. Our current front foyer has double height ceilings and a really outdated light fixture, I must say. Wrought iron with some frosted glass, not so appealing. So I really wanted to change the whole aesthetics of the house and I'm starting off with this light fixture. I feel like this will look really beautiful in the foyer of this house and it's gonna set the mood for what's to come inside the rest of the house. So let's see how this looks in there. Well, what do you guys think? Isn't this absolutely beautiful? I mean, what a way to create elegance and life in a really lifeless foyer. I mean, you guys saw before what the light fixture here was, and it wasn't doing much for the space, but this one, I mean, it has a real wow factor. It's substantial enough, but yet doesn't overwhelm the space. You definitely need to have high ceiling for this kind of light fixture. And I feel like it did the job just right. We are lucky it was in stock and we were able to deliver it and have it installed before staging. So the current dining room light fixture is actually a smaller replica of the one in the foyer. Wrought iron with the frosted glass, which we did, 20 years ago. So I wanted to upgrade that to, voila, something like this. But we're looking into doing a black finish, maybe even keep it in the gold. I'm indecisive about that. I'm gonna make up my mind before I leave the store. So I'll surprise you guys at the house with what you see there. But this is the style and it's actually like a 4-foot long light fixture, which is great because I'm going to do a rectangular table and it's going to be probably about 96 inches. Going to sit right on top of that with 8 chairs. I think this is a beautiful piece that's going to accent the room really nicely. So this dining room is really elongated. It's actually a little bit oversized. In a typical setting for a builder on the floor plan, this would have shown as a living room, dining room, but we decided to create just a huge, nice, substantial dining space. And I needed a light that actually fits that space very well. And this one right here does the job because it's almost the length of my table. It's really cool looking, but yet neutral enough that you can pretty much use any style with it other than very traditional. And don't think that anyone's gonna go in the traditional setting here because the house does have a little bit more of a transitional contemporary feel. And we wanted to create that with this light fixture. So you'll notice there's a flow from the foyer to the office that's right behind you to the dining room. And next I'm gonna take you into the kitchen so you can see the kitchen lights. But this one is definitely a thumbs up. I love the flow. Okay guys, I want to show you the kitchen light. It's really super cool. I haven't done a light like this and I have to say the house is kind of transitional, but I'm really modernizing it. I'm really taking modern to the next level because I just picked this beautiful circular light. It's all LED lighting on the inside and it has the black matte finish on the outside. Currently what they have is probably from like 40 years ago. Again, you have the wrought iron spiral design and you have the frosted big glass sitting in it. And I just feel like it's not doing any justice for the already dated kitchen. So what we want to do is just make everything look nice and refreshed with this over the kitchen table. And I'm probably going to do a rectangle there with 6 chairs. And then just on the other side of this wall, so come with me, this one here, I'm going to do this one over the island. So what I really like about this is they're the same finish. And it's not so overwhelming because the island is literally in the middle of the kitchen, so you have to walk by it. And if I had something so substantial and big, then it would be overpowering the room. So this is lean, very sleek looking, elegant, and I feel like it's really fresh. So this, plus the circular light in the kitchen, Yes? Yeah, I think so too.
Guys, check out this beauty. I mean, this is such a beautiful light in the right space. Our island here is about 24 inches in the width, and we didn't want anything that's going to really overpower what's going on here. Excuse the mess, obviously we're staging in the middle of staging. I just really had to show you what these light fixtures turned out to look like. So we decided to do a light fixture that's very narrow and clean looking. Again, sticking with the black, matte black finish. This is probably about 1/2 inch in width and about 40 inches in length. So it suits the island really, really nicely. But again, it's what's behind the island that I really want to show you. And voila, this is where we create the breakfast area. And I feel like this light fixture definitely creates an impact in this space because again, what you have to the right of it is the island light, matte black, and we created the same theme here with the matte black finish, but a much larger scale. So this one's about 3.5 to 4 inches in height. So you actually see the finish of the black frame going around it with the LED lights inside. We're gonna do a nice linear table here with 6 chairs. And it's a glass top, so it's gonna flow really nicely together. I feel like we did a fantastic job with the lights. They all flow really nicely together and they have enhanced the space. Every space that we've created has been enhanced by these lights. And this is why it's so important to change your light fixtures.
So we have 8-foot ceilings upstairs on the 2nd floor, and because of that, I don't want to do hanging chandeliers in the bedrooms. I want to do something semi-flush so that it's not too obstructive and doesn't take away from the room. We don't want this light fixture to be the focal point of the room. So I'm doing a fabric shade. It's in like a linen finish, just white on white. Your ceiling is white, the light fixture is white. It's gonna enhance the room. It's definitely gonna add value to, you know, what's there right now because they have the old builder subdivision lights right now. So this is definitely an upgrade. But at the same time, guys, because this house is going to be for resale, we do not want to blow the budget. And if I want to blow the budget, I will do that somewhere in like the foyer or the dining room or the kitchen, but not in all of the bedrooms. So we're doing something that's cost effective, but looks good at the same time.
I feel like these are perfect lights for this room because they're not super small. The rooms are pretty big. And this really fills up the ceiling nicely. They're about 16 inches in diameter, but it has a white shade, so it definitely blends in with the ceiling. We didn't want the light fixture to be a focal point in the room, and as well, we wanted to keep it neutral enough for staging that everybody will appreciate it. And I feel like you can make this room, give it a masculine look or a feminine look. Either way, it's very versatile and it's a perfect piece for your additional bedroom. So instead of doing like an alabaster glass, simple like the subdivisions home usually have like this one, this is definitely a nice upgrade and you're not breaking the bank. This is a perfect piece for a primary bedroom and I'll tell you why I love it. It's really subtle, but yet it has an impact. It creates an impact in the room. So it's a white shade and it's all LED with the neutral light, but you have these beautiful gold ribbon taping going around the light fixture. This is not brass metal. It's actually a fabric that's been sewn around the light, and it gives it a little bit more character versus just a white simple shade. This also comes in a black, but what we decided was because our finishes in the house were black and gold, we decided to go on a softer look with the primary bedroom and do it with the gold tape. And I feel like it really fills up the room nicely. So you can go like more higher with this as like a semi-flush, or you can hang it down like we did. We're gonna have a seating here, so it's gonna be completely blocked off. It's not gonna be a walking area. And as you can see, I'm pretty tall and this is still well above me. So it works out really well for the primary bedroom. Again, looks good, but you're not spending too much money on it.
I'm really loving this spiked effect, like the different tiers, different levels, kind of angles coming out. Fills up a room, and I feel like it's perfect for the library / office, which is on the main floor, just off of the dining room in the hallway. And I feel like once the furniture comes in, you just anybody coming into the house would walk by this room, and this would become a very nice feature, almost like a sculpture, like an art piece, right? So you want to choose pieces that look nice but are not blowing the budget. So I feel like this is a perfect candidate for our library, and I believe Elise said it's in stock. So that's the other thing. We're in such a time crunch with this project. I need these lights ready to go in the next 4 days, so we don't have time to really order lights and wait for them. We have to choose stuff that's in stock now.
I mean, this light fixture in this room, I walked by and I was like, ah, kind of took my breath away, and it actually served its purpose just right. And I'll tell you why I picked this light. This room is a pretty big room. This is the office, and this light sits above the desk. I didn't want anything too vertical. I wanted something that expands, and this light does the job just right. It fills up the space. Again, the reason I picked the matte black finish is because we had the white walls, brown floors. I mean, what do you really mix in with that to make it pop? Black, matte finish, light fixture does the job, and I really like how it's elevated. You have the different tiers. This piece right here will work on an island, can work in a room like this where it's sitting on top of a desk. If you have a smaller dining area, you can do it there. And honestly, it's very versatile. I think that this light fixture can be pretty much used anywhere, and it just looks so fantastic. It's really cool looking, it's different. So when you look at it, you're like, oh, that's a nice piece. And that was the objective here, and we created that.
So this is the one for the powder room, guys. I absolutely love this light because it's super cool, very modern, but yet it has certain elegance to it with the brass finish on it and the glass. So we decided to do this in the clear glass versus the frosted glass. Again, just because it's a little bit more elegant, a little bit more formal. The powder room right now is just a frameless mirror and a really ugly light fixture, and I feel like this is really going to make it pop.
I'm really loving this light fixture here. I mean, at the showroom, it looked really good, but just having it in this space here, it just enhances it so much. Love the black details because as you see, everything is white here, and it just brings it to life. Like, it gives it so much character with the brass and the gold. And I'm really glad we did the glass here, the see-through glass versus the frosted glass. So you could do frosted glass, but it gives it a little bit more of a modern look. And given this house is more transitional contemporary, I didn't want to make it too cold. Again, the white glass would have blended in too much with the white walls. So I feel like this is nice. It's more elegant. The mirror I would definitely change if this was my house, but I was kind of working on a budget, and light fixtures are definitely overpowering the mirror anytime, any day. So this was definitely a good pick. This is a perfectly subtle way to enhance your hallway space. Before, what was here was the alabaster, just the regular simple lights that come standard with houses. These ones, we didn't spend a lot of money on them, but wow, what a difference it makes. Not only in the lighting, because it's really enhanced the space and made it so much brighter, but also the look of it. So it's actually a flush, so it's completely about an inch off the ceiling, but it's considered a flush mount. And it has a gold frame around it with the flat surface light, and I just feel like it's so perfect for here. There were about, like, I think 7 or 8 of them around the house in the hallways where we wanted to replace the lights, and I wanted to keep them consistent with the main floor and second floor. Again, guys, don't forget, when you're staging a house to sell, you need to keep it neutral. I know that you can go all crazy and choose whatever lights and make it really blingy, but you got to consider 9 out of 10 that walk into this house should like the lights and appreciate the lights. So we went with something neutral enough that still gives it a nice impact. So as you can see, these are all consistent in the hallway here, all consistent hallway upstairs. It's a nice way to really enhance just your regular hallway. You don't have to keep the same old boring lights that the builders bring to you. You can do something inexpensive that looks fantastic. So our lighting tour is just about done. I just wanted to give you guys a little recap of what we did in this property. They had the house painted, we changed the light fixtures, we did a final cleaning, and today we're gonna be staging the property to finish it all off. But I'm really glad that we got to make this video for you guys and give you the experience of the transformation of replacing your light fixtures. Just little simple things that make such a big difference on the overall effect of the house. Thank you for joining us. Please remember to like the video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to our channel because we have so much more amazing content coming up your way. And if you haven't already, check us out on Instagram @StyleWithSanaz. We'll catch you guys next time.